Hello and welcome back everyone to a game called Paako. Yes, we came out on the 22nd, so today I downloaded it and I got the DLC and I figured, you know what? I liked it, so let's go ahead and try it. It's only $5 for the DLC. It was worth a cup of coffee, so let's try it and dive right in. See Juan. Hey, you there. Hey there, you. Listen, do you want to play this game I just made? Sure. Sihua, hello. Thank you for being willing to play my game. First, allow me to read you some instructions. Playtest Rule 1. The point is to test the game, not your skills. However you play naturally will be absolutely fine. Rule 2. Once you start playing, I won't answer any questions. The game should ideally explain itself, which is the point of this playtest. Rule 3. This is still an early demo, so please, expect a few placeholders. I'll explain as they appear when necessary. Can I just start already? Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead, please. I don't know. I guess we'll see if it is, if this was actually, like, demo, or what? Alright, so we've seen this. We've all seen this. So I guess we're just trying to get back to where, Yep, the banana is a placeholder for a gun. Please, just imagine that you earned a gun just now. Alright. But yes. So this is all demo, we've seen this. Boss fight time! You'll face King Tetham, the swordsman. But it's still a placeholder. You'll have to imagine a boss fight here. Why am I imagining everything? I don't answer your questions, remember? Yes. I do. Bonk. You get the first hit pretty easily, but in your mind you know this is going to get harder. I know? What a nice hit! It's easy for you since you've grown familiar with his move during your last attempts. But this is only my first attempt. He's gonna hit me. Oh no! Something slipped your mind. You were hit, but he's almost out. One more hit, that's all it takes, you think to yourself. Why are you telling me what to think? Oh. Oh, you beat him on the third try. What an intense fight. And now you've beaten the King Tatham and became the new champion of this continent. Oh, what champion? Oh, silly me, I forgot to tell you the backstory. Here, once upon a time in a continent far, far away, there's a purple warrior who wanted to be champion. In order to become the champion of the purple warrior, so the purple warrior... You're probably thinking, dude, what kind of game was that? To be honest, the platform part is boring indeed. It doesn't even have battle mechanics, but that part wasn't really the prototype. Entire content you're about to play, if that sounds confusing, don't worry. Video games are usually about fictional stories. This game, however, is about such big topics. I want to make a cool-ass indie game. Yep, Prototype. Shit. I think I just had a really weird dream about fighting a swordsman or something. Wait, how did I get here? Hey, you, what is this place? Me? Of course I'm talking to you. Why else do you think I'm facing you all the time? Who are you again? Well, my name is... Wait, who am I? Weird. Side note, I do apologize for the cat. If you hear her moaning and groaning. Oh, this is new. Are you stuck? Try to use the mouse. What the? Are those presentation slides? A mission. Reach the last slide. A mission. Reach the last slide? Is this some sort of game? I think so. So, what are you? A player? Is that why you have control of my body? Yes. Fine. Looks like I'll have to live with it. You are accepting it very fast. Do what you have to, but be quick. Introducing... Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the preliminary pitch of my MFA thesis project. Introducing Paako, thesis preliminary pitch by C. Kwan. Who's this guy? Allow me to introduce you to my thesis project, Paako. What a weird name. Yes, Paako. Who is Paako? This game is about Paako, a self-aware character. That means it knows it's in a video game. Oh, so that's actually my name? This game is mainly about Paako commenting on everything, so it is designed as a mean character, to increase the spice. He just said I'm mean? How dare you, you son of... Wow, I guess I actually am mean. The game. Self-aware character. Early draft. Are you making me look stupid? Now move. Well, you are making me look stupid. Whatever, it's fine. The game is a pixel art 2D platformer metagame where you move forward, get new content, and repeat. Huh? Almost like what you're doing right now, player. So I'm already playing it. As the game content continues, a lot of dialogue. As the game content contains a lot of dialogues, you can also think of it as a text adventure game. What if I don't like reading text? Then maybe you are not the main target audience. But other than the conversational platforming, there will be many games to fill up the content. Oh, great. So we won't get bored to death, player. Pew pew! Alright, okay. Pew pew! Here are some prior arts I took as reference. Of course, these are all metagames. If you want to make them implicit by blurring them, you're not doing very well. This game is partially inspired by these games. You could say that they are the reasons that Paako was born. They're like my ancestors, but probably none of them know my existence yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Undertale. I know... Anyway, went through the demo. We'll keep moving forward. Paako! And I guess that's it. Thank you for listening. Now let's dive into the Q&A part. Dive in to... Thank God I wasn't a long pitch. Let's just get this over with. What's the rush? Honestly, I don't know. But maybe it's because I'm being controlled by someone and I want this to end faster. Yep. And like the demo, we're gonna go to the end of the slide. Ha ha ha. Right. The goal is to get to the end of the slide. Well done. I bet you were really good at following rules. Not really. Get achievement. Oh. Okay. So yeah. And this was still also part of the demo. So why are you making this game? I'm a graduate student of USC studying game design, and this game, Paako, is my MFA thesis. So I'm his ticket to graduation. Get it? And I honestly am pretty sure he doesn't sound anything like this, but that's the voice that we're going with. What is the experience goal? The game will provide a new understanding of what video games are as a form of media. Too broad, obscure, and unrealistic. Yeah, maybe that's too far. I mean, the least this game could be is entertaining. Why choose such a weird idea? Well, because it sounds fun. Nothing else? Oh boy. Only a school project would allow such a simple and naive reason. Why is his name Paako? It's just a random name that I came up with, so we can avoid any name similarities. So my name actually means nothing? Just great. Why is he purple? Oh, I just like purple for no reason. I'm pretty sure I don't have to stay on it. How big is your team? That's, I haven't recruited anyone yet. I'll figure that out later. Where are the minigames? You're going to play some of them soon. Can't wait. Why not a 3D game? I do prefer 2D games to 3D though. But honestly, it's because 2D game is just easier to work with. And there goes my chance to be 3D. What is a metagame? My definition is any game where breaking the fourth wall is a primary feature rather than a secondary aspect. Boring. Nobody cares about your definition for a made-up world. Uh, do you have to play those prior arts in advance? Of course you don't need to. Paako is designed to be played by anyone who's interested. But it's still highly recommended to play those games anyway, if you could tell what those games are. If they can tell what those games are, then they don't need this recommendation. Do you have to ask all the questions? You're going to go if you don't want to ask those questions. Obviously. Duh. Okay, Paako. Yatta! Whew, well, that was a lot of questions. Anyway, another item off the list. Let's move on to the next stage. But, in fact, pitching this idea really got me thinking. Is this game idea really worth making? I mean, will it not be as fun as it might sound? Don't ask me. I didn't ask to be made. It's still months before I really have to start. It's not too late to switch to another idea now. Maybe I really need to think about this through. Is Paako a good idea for a thesis? I didn't say no in the demo, so I want to see what happens. Okay. This idea doesn't sound that awesome. I bet I can think of an even better one. Yes, I am so full of great ideas for the game, Si-Huan thinks to himself. And soon enough, Si-Huan comes up with another game idea. It's not hard to generate game ideas, you know. Imagine a game where fill in the blank and you'll get one. But how long will it last before he takes a pass on the new idea? And the next one? And the one after that? We won't find out, because this is the game called Paako, the idea that he gave up without even trying. The game ends here. Or does it? I agree, there must be better ideas. Yeah, I figured. That was cool, though. And go all through it. Yep, nope, yep. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. And yes, again, I do apologize for the gato in the background. Wow, you were in such a hurry and you only asked one question. I like you. Anyway, another item off the list. Let's move on to the next stage. But, in fact, pitching this idea really got me thinking. Yes, we've heard. Oh, don't ask me. I didn't ask to be made. Now, is Paako a good idea for a thesis? Yes. Right. I'll never know until I actually give it a try. Guess I'll have to live a little longer. Si-Huan decided to trust his guts and push this idea forward, yet he didn't know what awaits. Alright, now it's time to figure out what Paako is really about. Wait, aren't you supposed to figure that out before the pitch? That pitch was required in the spring semester, so I just did it with a vague concept. A vague concept with a random name. Way to go. I'll do some mind mapping until I get enough metagame ideas. Let's ponder on each idea really hard. Oh, my goodness. Okay, and this is where it stopped. So, we continue. Can we click? Hey, there we go. So it's just jumping on him? Okay, there we go. This idea is hard to prototype. Let's try some others for now. Undone, okay? In our classes, we learned that it's important to utilize players' agency when designing games. The player feels more agency when the character represents them, so I designed this room to increase their agency. He's got a cute little butt. Drez. Hello, Paako and player. I'm Drez. What's this place? Shit, I can't move. Is there a bug? Sorry, but you have to stay there, Paako. Now, player, please check out our menu. Headwear. No wonder I can't move. It's a customizing room. Let's see. Some hats with copyright risks. Is that a bucket I see? Ba, 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 ba. I do like the Zelda hat. I do like it. What would make Paako feel less frumpy? You know what? He mentioned the bucket. Let's give him the bucket. Somehow I feel reassured putting this on. Okay, now here's another menu. Sure. No. You can choose a hat, even a bucket, but not my color. Why? Think about it. I'm a non-human character with no clothes or signs. This color is my only defining trait. And if I'm not even purple, how could I be visibly identifiable? But aren't you my avatar? I don't know what that means, player. Why am I supposed to represent you? Other games would do that. You mean the characters that allow you to change their appearance until they no longer like themselves? If you can decide what I am I still me? I mean, he do had the point. You do have a point. Calm down, you both. I forgot his voice, darn it. Luckily, we have another way to let the player customize a color. Nope, that's not. Nope. See? What represents you in this game. That's what represents you in this game. The cursor? Wait. The cursor? Wait. These choice boxes? It's a cursor, yeah. In case you haven't noticed, those are literally what you are to us, player. A flying cursor. And the dialogue options. Now, why don't you take your time to really immerse yourself in these agencies? I'm the cursor flying around. Quickly wheel with the cursor. I'm the indecisive choice boxes. Quickly switch between options. Yeah, I get it. And finally, there's one feature you got. An emote system. We want to enable players to express their feelings. Such a cheap function. Now we got color skins, emotes. We're only a few steps away from a good monetization plan, such as a battle pass. But please don't. I can't remember his voice. It's such a good voice. So sad. That is pretty much everything in this room we've got. And unfortunately, these options are only provided here. So you better decide before you get out of here. Okay, well. Oh, I see. I click and it keeps changing. Sure. Let's identify me as yellow. Holy blood. Does he even want a hat? Sure, winky face. I like the winks. Can I click on him? Okay. Welcome back. This idea feels okay. I think I'll keep this one. This idea is hard to prototype. Let's try some others for now. I love shooter games, so Paako has got to have this feature. But I can't prototype a complete shooter mechanic in this little time, so here's what I did. Hello, Paako and player. I'm Ruben. Welcome to the shooting range. Grab the gun and we'll get started. We're talking. Now we're talking. Ouch! Mind where you're shooting. Good. Get ready for the second wave. Wow. Now it's the final wave. Oh boy. This is way too many, player. How about you do this directly from your side? Here's the gun. Oh, okay. Ow! Ow! Why? You cruel monster. Wait, I could kill Reuben? I didn't know you were such a violent person. Why would you shoot a cute character like that? Video games surely make these players become violent. Shame on you for bringing violence into this game. Yes, shame on you, player. You're not dead. You got tricked by Reuben. We are just pixels and some dialogues. We can't really die. So, you don't need to raise empathy for us? Now, let's get out of here. Aw. Fine. Fine. Welcome back. This idea is also fine. Let's just keep this one too. This idea is hard to prototype. Let's try some others for now. During some initial tests, I've noticed that chances are that people don't dig the taste of this game. Some of them aren't so good at platformers, or find that meta jokes too obscure, so they don't really enjoy this game. But what if I can offer something for everyone? Somewhere they can escape the main storyline and simply have some fun. I'm not sure I'm not sure that's what the player's really after. Uh-huh. Oh, he's so cute. Hello? Well, hello. Hello, Paako. I'm from the main story. Welcome. I'm Marcel. Take a seat. Player, this character feels different. Oh. I thought we could get out. But there seems to be an invisible wall here. A fishing minigame, of course. Every good game should have this. How do you play? When you see the water splashes, press F to pull the rod. Got it? I got it. I must be a genius. Actually, I pushed the button. Pretty good for your first try, but still have a long way to go. So, Marcel, you were saying something about the main story? Yeah, that's where you are from. You and the player. You mean you are not part of the main story? Ever since the idea of me was born, I've been outside the main story of this game. Sounds so cool. I wish I also want to be outside the main story, sitting here just fishing all day. Sadly, you can't. As the main character, you will be forced out of this chair once you finish fishing. What? Bummer. However, although you can't stay on the chair, you can still keep fishing here. After all, this place is designed for the player to escape the whole main story nonsense, you know? He's right, player. We can simply sit here, enjoy fishing with Marcel until the end of the world. That doesn't sound like how this game moves forward. Come on, the main story is boring, and this place is relaxing. Yo, let's see how much we can fish. Don't give up. You'll get it next time. Yeah. Good. You have potential. That's one fish. 2 fish? You're getting better at this. That's 2 fish. Oh. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Don't sweat. Ah, I see. I Guchin. Nicely done. That's 3 fish in the bucket. Red fish, 2 fish. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Oh, shoot, dang. It isn't about the results, but about the process, right? I like the music, though. It's nice. Nicely done. 3 in the bucket. Oh, come on. We gotta get more than that. Nicely done. 3 in the bucket. Come on, Marcel, don't tell me it's 3 in the bucket. It isn't about the results, but about the process, right? Marcel. Okay. One more. Fine. Now, before you leave, I must tell you something. The actual name of the game you're playing is Paako, Fish with Marcel. That's right. Our creator tricked you. This is the main game, in fact. Yay! I like fishing. Feels like you're both tricking me. Or is it our creator tricking you to be loyal to his main game? Nicely done. 3 in the bucket. Okay. Well, thank you, Marcel, for the fishing. It was fun. Proceeding forward means you've read and agreed to the following terms. The player must always focus on advancing the main plot. The player should not complain about the main plot being too simple. The player acknowledge they don't want any side missions. We're still going back, even if you have to agree to those terms. I mean, what happens if we go back? Let's get one more fish. See if he says the same thing. Yep, 3 in a bucket. Okay, looks like we're stuck in a loop. Loopy doopy. Bummer. I know, man. Oh, I know, man. I get it. Welcome back. This idea sounds great. Maybe I should just try one more. Rude. Choices are what differ video games from other forms of media. A game is only engaging when it provides great choices, so I made this room. The Choice Room. Hey, Paako and the player, my name is Sizzle. Do you feel that you're having a few choices in this game, player? Having so few choices? Yeah, they're not enough. No, I think it's fine. Then worry no more. I will give you as many choices as you want. There, you have it. There you have it. Oh my goodness. Hell yeah. Which one should I choose? This one. Maybe I'll choose the first one. I love this choice room. If this is working for you, how about even more choices? So, you're just adding dialogue choices? Yeah, what's the matter with that? Then it's kind of boring. Then it's kind of boring. These options are almost the same. Then it's kind of boring. I do want to say it's not, but it's actually boring. Then it's kind of boring. This is nothing but clicking previously written text. Fair enough. After all, these choices are just phrases that we picked for you. It's not like the player could type in what he wants to say. Oh, duh! No choice is better than their own choice. Their own choice of words. Here, try this out. But it's not like we can understand what they type in, unless it's some special terms. Fine, player. Although we can let you type in, we can't understand it like those AI these days. Now, player, why don't you type in something like your name? Let's see how. Expialidocious? Docious? I don't even think that's spelled right. Sure. Holy blood. Why not? Cool. But no matter what you typed in, I'm not going to call you that, player. That's fine. Why? Because I don't care. Also, it's nothing but a string of text data to me. I can't even understand or comment on it. Besides, what if you just typed in something really weird to make me call you that? Like, Daddy. Ew. Well, seems like the input field is a good idea. Oh, how about a choice based on the gameplay? Why am I hitting this block again? Silly me. The choice should have a meaning behind it. Let me think. I got it here. Stepping into the choice room, Paako hits the block on his left. Yes, this is the right one because it's on my left. What if I hit the other one? I'll tell you that one's wrong and you should just hit this one instead. But that didn't feel like a choice, did it? It's not a choice if there's a right answer. Okay, I get it. The choice should allow you to proceed either way. Then try this. Can I, click on you? Okay, we're proceeding. And the other path also proceeds. You can see the other tunnel? I can see whatever you can see. Paako takes the upper path, and then Paako takes the lower path, and then, disappointingly, they lead to the same space. Oh boy. Same result? It's the journey that matters, not the consequence. But, of course, the path will merge somewhere. You didn't really think we have multi-branching narrative, did you? I don't even think this game have any kind of narrative at all. That's not right. Okay, I still have one last choice for you, player. Now, listen carefully to this crucial choice in this game. At social gathering events, you are usually the center of attention, enjoying meeting new people, chilling with my own friends. Not there. I don't like parties. I don't know. All of the above? What would you choose, Paako? Tell me. Speak to me. Sure. Got it. See the butterfly up there? That means you've made a crucial choice in this game. This choice will have consequences. Okay. Wasn't that a personality test question? What consequences can it be? You will know if you keep on playing this game. Or not. But when you choose, did you really think about that question? Yes I did. No, I randomly picked one. Yeah, sure, why not? And then the choice works. The choice happens in you when you thought, regardless of exterior meanings. Sounds deep. Therefore, once you step out of this room, please don't ask for any meaning behind choices. It's like the player have a choice. It's not like the players wait, what? It's not like the player have a choice, right? Am I right? Get it? It's a choice joke. Not my best joke. Let's move on. What if I go back? Ooh. Sad? Awesome. I think 4 ideas are enough for this game. What are you gonna do now? Just put them together. Put them together. As simple as that. Done. Just go back to the root of the mind map. Yeah, I guess here. So now, ladies and gentlemen, here's my thesis game. Paako, target agency and fishing pass. Awesome. What kind of game is that? I have a bad feeling about this. Do you want to fish? Can I choose neither of them? Sure, a fishing chair. Where's Marcel and those characters? Yeah, I've received some concern that there's too much dialogue to read. The fun is the minigame itself, right? So I just removed the other characters. Then what do we get after fishing? I guess we just have to find out by fishing. Cool. Cool. Gotcha. And we've earned ourselves an emote panel. Fishing to earn more emotes. Shoot the target to fish again. Boo. So, you get one fish for one emote. I wonder how many emotes there will be. Oh, come on. Oh, it is changing my thing here. Was that a cookie? Cookie. I'll say I do like the music, though. Music is nice. Ooh, I like that one. That was cool. Oh, come on. Kitty. Can I shoot this one? Oh, come on. Oh, come on, mate. That had to have done something. Right? Shoot the target, right? Come on. Oh, great. You get to use my face as an emote. And that's the last emote I've drawn so far. And now what? Keep fishing? Hey! The player is so bored that they just wanted to drown me to death. Well, maybe it looks boring because it is too artish. Too artish? You know, artwork is usually hard to comprehend. Nah, I just felt bored, that's all. Be kind. I guess you have a point? Really? Are you trying to comfort him, player? Just be honest. It's the best thing you can do to a game designer. Okay, this is weird and boring. Who am I kidding? You're right. I thought I could combine the magic by putting them together. But seriously, a character customizer, shooting, fishing, and room full of fake choices. None of these are new anymore. But what about you, Paako? You are my original creation, aren't you? A ton of characters in video game history can talk to the player already. I'm nothing new, a creator. Then, how about this level now? We just convey the point of adding up some gags cannot create a game in this level. That's new, right? I hate to remind you, but even such a complex topic has already been discussed by a famous metagame sequel. Ah, that game. Which game? It will be a spoiler for that game if I tell you. Gosh, is there anything that people haven't done in the metagame history? Is there anything left at all? Womp womp. Guess I'm going up now. Aw, sad face. R.I.P. Paako, Target Agency, and Fishing Pass. Here lies the idea of mixing Paako's 4 initial ideas. Really? You have built a tune for the idea you gave up on? It's hard to give up on ideas you've been working hard on. Why do you have to give them up? Even if it's similar to previous games, so what? Why do you have to? It doesn't work that way, player. For other game genres, you can base on some mechanics and make adjustments. For other game genres. But for metagames, you either make a new point or no point at all. It's like telling same joke twice. It's only fun the first time. Making a new metagame in this era was probably a bad idea. Pew pew. Oh. Oops. What happened here? Looks like he's buried all those ideas together. I should have given this whole Paako idea and think of something else for this thesis. What about those other ideas? I had fun writing those separate ideas, but none of them were worthy of the full game. You can take a look if you want. Just return to the spot when you're done. R.I.P. baby. Well, that wasn't... I'm sorry, what? Is that random, or is it... R.I.P. the Endless Chimney. Here lies the idea of having an uncertainly endless tunnel. While climbing, Paako will tell you what will be at the end of the tunnel. But after a few dialogues, Paako will suddenly admit that it was tricking you, and this is in fact an endless tunnel. However, a while later, Paako will again tell you that there is in fact an end, and then Paako turns silent. How long do you think the player will keep going? Sadly, another metagame has already done a similar version of this idea, except it's downwards. How will I know if it's actually endless? You don't. That's the reason why you'll keep climbing. Aha. Kill a baby, yes or no? What? R.I.P. the shame broadcast. Here lies the idea of luring the player to make inappropriate choices and then showing it to their friends. Paako will ask spicy questions and give really immoral or disgusting options among normal ones. You might choose them for fun, but in fact, each nasty option leads to a unique achievement. So every one of your Steam friends would know exactly what choice you've made, if they are curious. That's just evil. But to make this happen, he has to put this game on Steam first. I'll probably never see that day. And then people will know your inner thoughts. 1917. Rip the silent heist. Here lies the idea of secretly moving players' loot into their bag. The player will need to collect 100 jewels, which spawn all over the place and are easy to get. But for every 20 jewels the player collects, the game secretly removes 3 from their inventory. Neither Paako nor any dialogue in the game will ever mention this. The player won't ever know unless they are actually counting. The best heist is the heist you never know happens. Oh, so there was a chance where I could steal your stuff without saying it. So I can't even trust you to keep my stuff? They are never yours. They are just items you find in a game. Grow up. Oh, no! Go back! Oh, no! It's a real It's a real programming error that simply makes the game die. Specifically, it's an index out of range exception. I accidentally clicked past stuff. The player will be warned exactly how this bug can be triggered, and once triggered, the game can only be restarted. There will be no award or comment for triggering it. Come on, what do you expect once the game dies? Ironically, this was probably the easiest one to implement among these ideas. Maybe there are still bugs in this game that you simply don't know. Does that count? It doesn't count unless I put there... What? Sentence structure. It doesn't count unless I put it there intentionally. What? I mean, unless I put it there, but yeah, what? Okay. I can't press it again. Okay, make sure not to press things too quickly. Oh, it's a tree. R.I.P. the dialogue tree. Here lies the idea of a visualized dialogue tree that can be climbed on. We did that? There will be no dialogue in the scene. The tree itself represents the dialogues. You can climb up the dialogue branches based on your choice, or even 2 branches at the same time. You can return to any node and go up another branch at any time. Plus, you don't need to reload the game. It really sounds convenient to read the story. Then it's gonna be a tree that's huge as hell. Okay. Boss. Rip R.I.P. I'm the boss. Here lies the idea of having a boss fight where Paako is the boss. In this boss fight, the player, oh my goodness, sentence structures and stuff. In this boss fight, the player has to walk into the spikes to damage Paako again and again. I can speak the language and read. I am sorry, my goodness. What? But when the HP goes to 0, Paako respawns at the respawn point because that's what character does. Ah, that'd be kind of cool. Then how to pass this level? I don't know. So I abandoned this one. Or how about this? The player has to close the game to win. Cliche. Closing the game is so cliche in meta games. Excuse me, I needed some water. R.I.P. the ultimate answer. Here lies the idea of a puzzle room that provides a fake puzzle. It seems like an astronomy-themed puzzle, but it's in fact some kind of symbols and equations. The door requires an answer of 2-digit number, and there's no limit on how many times you can try. You can waste your time trying to solve this fake puzzle, or simply enumerate all possibilities within 5 minutes. The answer? 42. The answer to the universe and everything. Awesome. Excuse me. Now this one is hardly even fun. I don't get it. Why 42? Oh, I get it. Huh. I wonder how old... Come on. That movie isn't that old. It was a book, sir. Oh, I can press it again? I can press it again. Why can I read these ones again, but not these ones? What? What? Fine. Okay. RP, run the cutscene. Here lies the idea of Paako intentionally launching a cutscene to block the player's input. That's cool. During the cutscene, the player has no control over Paako, because that's what a cutscene is. Paako will do all the fun things by itself, pass the level, shoot the target, maybe even do some backflips, and leave the boring, repetitive parts of the player, such as walking through a long corridor, or fishing 999 times. Oh my gosh, would we have gotten something if we fished 999 times? That would have been cool. I would have definitely enjoyed this one, big time. What a relief for me that it's buried. But if you think about it, the cutscene is the only chance I get to actually be me. He's got a point. RP the billiard room. Here lies the idea of having a pool game room. There's no smart idea about this room, just a place with chilling music and billboard minigames. This one's purpose was similar to the fishing room, but was much harder to implement, so I gave up on it. Fine. But if the player wants to play billiards, why don't they go play it on other billiard games? You know, in the real world. Huh, I never thought of that. RP, game in game in game. Ooh. Here lies the idea of having a room with a monitor screen and a set of controls. The room detects Paako's movement and maps it to control the smaller game that shows on the screen. The inner game is a simplified version of the same idea, where the inner Paako will be playing Tetris. So you can play a game where you're playing a game where you're playing a game. This one is way too weird. It doesn't even sound fun to play. Get achievement. Just read all the tombstone. Okay. Coolio, daddy-o. Flowers. Do you know what they are called? Are they orchids? Kind of, yeah, I can see it. I can see that it looks like an orchid. Orchid. Wow. Orchard. Maybe we can collect them to pay respects to the tombs. Sure. Only if you want to. Yeah, let's do it. Can I do it? How do I collect them? Collect them, Paako. What? Pay respects. Yes. Yes, let's go. Do you want to read this one again? Pay respects. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. I like this. You know, it is good to, thoughts are a part of us, right? So it's good to acknowledge, you know, a part of us. Good idea, bad idea, still came from who we are and what we've become. So I respect the idea of paying respects to your ideas. It's beautiful. I thank you for your ideas, Si Juan. Nothing else here? Okay. Ooh. Before that, I want to see if there's anything here. Nope. Okay. Boop. 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 Okay, the last one. Can we proceed now? Take your time. I want to pay respects to Paako. Fine. By the way, I noticed you spent a lot of time reading those ideas. They're kind of fun. Anyway, I'm going to think of another thesis idea. Wait, what did you just say? I said I'm going to think of another thesis idea. Not you, creator. I mean the player. Did you just said you had fun just reading those ideas? Maybe that could be our special thing. To make a game about the game development? But still, a lot of metagames have discussed the developer side of the game. But is any of them about the process of developing themselves? You mean a game that describes how itself was created? How does that make sense chronologically? No, it doesn't make sense, which means it probably hasn't been done before, right? Indeed. I've researched many games, and none of them have done that. It is most likely a new topic. A game about its own creation story. Many design decisions could be made based on this core. A game about creating itself. And that's what we call a design pillar. Let's go. Aha! And it allows us to get to the tippity top. Ha ha ha. Pillar of creation. Although this idea still sounds impossible, but we will find a way to make it work. Somehow. I guess I'll have to live a little longer. Again. Inspiration! Adaptation. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. What's with all the blues? What's with all those? What's with these on both sides? That's probably the pressure he's feeling right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the recruitment pitch of my game. Hey, we've got a new title. We got a new title name. Introducing again a game called Paako, a thesis recruitment pitch. Oh. Ooh, these are fun. Boing boing. Boing boing. Whoa. Si Juan. Last time I was pitching to only my classmates and professors, so this time I should probably introduce myself properly. Si Juan, he, him. About me, game designer and developer from Szechuan, China. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't sound like this, but we're going with it. Games that I like. Shooter, action, puzzle, narrative, strategy, rhythm, and experimental. That's who you've been talking to? Well, just a quick look. Well, just take a quick look. I thought I was only into platforms and metagames, so he also play other games? Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was. I thought he was blinking. My thesis project, a game called Paako, is a platformer metagame that tells the story of... That's too wordy. What is this game? A game called Paako. It's a pixel art 2D platformer game metagame about a game major student making his thesis game project named a game called Paako. In shorter terms, it is a game about the process of creating itself. Less is more. It's an autobiographical. Oh, wow, hold on. It's an autobiographical. Autobiographical. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's an autobiographical game. What is this game? A game called Paako. It is a autobiographical game. Can't get shorter than that. I think I'm saying that right. Autobiographical. Autobiographical? Yeah, that's what we're going with. Therefore, the story of this game aligns with the process of making this game, and we've just ended the ideation part. Seems like you've just entered Act 3, player. Brief plot. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Development, ooh. Act 5 isn't guaranteed yet, since we might fail to complete this game. What? He can't even guarantee a decent ending? And currently I'm planning to expand the team, which has been only me so far. Looking for a producer, writer, artist, and composers. Please contact me if you're interested in any of these positions. Hua. Thank you. This is a game called Paako. Thank you for listening. Actually, I'm going to check and see if this code is actually legit, because that's pretty neat, if it is. Un momento, por favor. Holy cannoli, it is. Well, would you look at that? Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Is this that messy picture on... What is this messy picture on the left? It's a link to a place where the followers of this project can chat. A code that leads to my own cult? Cool. It's not a cult, and you are not a cult leader. Have you joined my cult through that thing, player? Yes, I have, actually. Good. Hey, look who's here. Yeah, I figured I could just use this portrait as my avatar as well. So, if you were recruiting more people, am I going to be completed faster? Hopefully. But honestly, I've never led a game development team before. You are a game major student. Shouldn't you have a mentor to give you some advice? Sure, I'm about to meet with them right now. Anyway, get whatever help you can get to finish me. I just want a proper ending. Of course. Let's see what my advisor has to say. Are you alright? Bon bon? Bon bon? And just a quick side note. Quick side note here, Holy Blood. I entered... This is actually pretty cool. I love it. Huh. So there's an announcement when you enter. It says the game is out. Long story. I'm gonna do it in his voice. The game is out. Long story short, it's still not perfect, and I will be upgrading this and that for a week or two. But if you don't mind the flaws and simply wants to go through what happened, you can play it for free now on Steam. I am too tired to come up with some better announcement. Love it. This is great. It's fantastic. Why lower the resolution? Apartment, internet, unstable. Didn't know this portrait requires network. Aw. Hello? Can you hear me now? I'm carrying you on my back. Yes, we can hear you. I have an online meeting soon. You have to find an internet signal for me. Where on earth am I gonna find you an internet signal? Is that it? Where did that come from? No time to explain. Just connect me to it. Oh, come on, sir. Oh, okay. Join meeting. Okay. Oh, boy. Why are you in the middle? Because I'm their topic. This is great. Just had a meeting with my main advisor, Jesse. He told me to start writing down everything that happens. Indeed. Anything could be the materials for my story now. So, what are you gonna do to write? What are you gonna write down first? Just had a meeting with Jesse, my main advisor. He told me to start writing down everything that happens. And that is why you wrote this dialogue. Okie dokie. Follow that signal! Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, I have to click on it. Ah! I have to click on it. Okay. And then click. There we go. This is fun. This is fun. Our thesis class tutor, Laird and Marzi, just gave me some very helpful feedback. A thesis class? The class for you and your cohorts to work on your thesis? More like the class to weekly check on everybody's mental and physical well-being. And what kind of feedback did they give you? For instance, the pace of Act 1 was too slow, so I've shortened the length and found a way to urge the player to hurry up. Wait, so that was your design when I urged the player to go faster? Oh, that's rude. Oh, God. Okay. My second advisor, Andy, reminded me to think in advance about what to write in the paper. Like, what could be the purpose or outcome of this project, though I still don't have an answer for that yet. How about making a game nobody ever made before? That's kind of the goal, but I can't actually write that as my purpose on my paper. I mean, you could. It really doesn't matter. Who are we waiting for this time? For the third advisor, we have to find someone from the industry, but as a student from China, I don't really know anyone here in the US. Luckily, my advisors have many connections. Andy said he could ask Mr. D if he would be interested. Mr. D? Which Mr. D? The person who made that game? Sounds like an idea person to advise on this project, right? Who are you guys talking about? We don't mention people's names unless we know they're cool with it. Just think of him as a game designer I admire. Respect some privacy. I mean, yeah, yeah. And he just told me that Mr. D doesn't want to let his familiarity to this metagame subject matter affect my personal express too much. That's fair. In that case, I might turn out as mostly his game instead of yours. That's fair. I would definitely take all his advice if he were my advisor, since I like his creation so much. But at least you speak with one of your idols indirectly. I mean, yeah. I like the idea of that paper, though. I mean, like, you can still make that your name. It's like writing an English paper, right? And all it is about the monotony of time and the illusions of self. Join all meetings without any disconnection. Awesome. I'm digging the music though. This is nice. Jesse has introduced me to the USC Games alumni, who co-founded an indie game studio. Successful alumni. He said the game development aspect of the story might feel like education if it applies to everyone, which isn't fun as much. After all, you are just a student. Who are you to educate anybody anyway? In contrast, the really special part is my personal narrative in this game, like my personal thoughts on making the game, etc. I mean, we're all children, floating upon this rock in the vast infinite. We gotta learn from each other in some way. So why don't you just put up a page to tell us a little about yourself? Oh, that's what you did in the last scene. Those advices are already impacting this game. Yatta! Ooh, what's down here? Oh, sad. So this must be the place for the thesis class you mentioned. Yes, and these are my cohort's theses. Thesi? Thesis? Thesis. Is plural? Is a plural of thesis? Thesi? Ooh, this one I can click. Whoa. Oh, it's opening up a link on my other screen. Oh. Oh, please don't play. Please don't play. Okay, it's muted. Okay, so this opened up try again, which must be this guy's. That's cool. So that one I can click. Maybe all the white borders I can click. Nope, 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 nope. Here's another white border. There we go. So I'll click that, and it'll open up. Yep. This is Service Blade. Interesting. I'll have to try these games on the next one. And these I can't click. Cool. So I'm just one of many games. Specifically, just one among many student games. Hey, didn't one of your advisors said this game feels most special when there's story focused on you? You must have made other games before, right? Show us. Of course I have, but they're just not really worth mentioning here. Come on. They may be of poor quality since they are really early works. We all understand that. Or are you just afraid of showing them? No, you can take a look if you want. It also happens that I need to examine all of them. Oh, and we fell. So, here's your previous game. Behind the curtains, but I don't really want to introduce them myself. Then, how about we do it my way? Awesome. Tonight's guest. Oh my goodness. The Paako Show. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paako Show. I'm your host, Paako. Tonight, our guests are Sihuan's previous games. Hard to say which is more narcissistic. Showing up in your game as a self-portrait, or putting all your old work in your new game. Now, which game would you like to get to know first? I'm gonna close these tabs and I might minimize. Okay, close that one, minimize. Oh, sweet. Sorry about that. Back to the game. Chair. Bluebo. A physics-based puzzle game where you must use various physical tools transport this blue ball to the goal, the tube. It is a one-semester project made by Sihuan and a great partner, who is further developing Bluebo as his thesis. So, tell us about how you created Bluebo. Yep, that's just a ball. You can't talk. Anyway, that's Bluebo. I wonder if these are available on Steam. Kid from Sunset Boulevard. A solo project for Ludum Dare. Hey, kid, you want to have a seat? Grandma Mori isn't here, so you can. Grandpa Mori isn't here, so you can take a seat. Take his seat. I'm good. Okay. You want to talk a little about yourself? you don't. You don't talk a lot. Got it. We'll just play the game on the screen. Oh, am I actually playing the game? No. Okay. I am clicking. That's what I'm doing. I am clicking. I see. Fine, let's go back. Can we go back? How much further? Nope, okay. Ah, I see. So I click, and he goes. Okay. Hey, Grandpa. Hey, kid. Have a seat? I'm good. Why am I giving him a child voice? He's a grown man. What am I doing? No. Whoa, that was weird. Okay. Oh, Grandpa, no. How's your study? Best in class. Keep it that way. I will. Oh, reality sets in. What's wrong with him? He wasn't very close to him. He didn't even shed a tear. Illusion. Why am I sad because of them, but not you? Because they are real. Oh well. My condolences to your grandpa, kid. Right. You don't talk a lot. Let's move on. Grandpa Mori and his grandson haven't shown. I'll just read the info. The game they're from, Me, Mori, is an interactive novel made as a class project. The story is about a kid and his grandpa who suffers from Alzheimer's. The game aims to call attention to such disease. Okay, maybe Grandpa Mori simply forgot to come here. Si Juan also composed the music tracks for this game, like the one we're hearing right now. Huh. Does he also compose for Paako? No. I bet he has found some talented composer for me, though, through that recruitment. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful little song. The TD pair from Tag Duel, a solo project made for GGJ, which is literally a tag game against the computer. Interesting. The game was made during the thesis ideation phase. Really? We're like related? Oh. Ah, great. You don't speak English. Why on earth do we have nonverbal guests in this show? Anyway, let's take a look. Oh, I'm moving. Now you hunt me. Ho ho ho. Now I hunt you. Ah, I see. Okay. Do we want to proceed or do you want to play again? We can proceed. It was fun. The controls are a little wonky, but it's fun. I liked it. It's a cute little game. A simple game. But does it tell you anything about how it's related to me? It's purple and pixel art. So, basically not related at all. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think we will proceed. Sasha. From Sasha Sasmara, a one-day solo project for a game-making contest. In this game, you have to cooperate with your past and future self to reach the goal. That sounds cool. That sounds so cool. Cool? You don't know the half of it. It's torture. You are also something he creates, just to torture. Just that you haven't realized yet. I bet he's even watching us from somewhere right now. Calm down. Let's look at the game you're from. Sorry, the torture you are from. Wait, calm down. Let's look at the game you are from. Sorry, the torture you are from. Shall we? This stupid music. Why? Sounds okay to me. Did he make the music? Terrible reverb. Fine, let me tell about the game. Since it's a very hard game, I'll just show you the video. Okay, I guess you need to reach... Yes, but the problem is, I can only jump. You can't double jump? No. Why does double jump make any sense? Anyway, I'll keep moving forward. Nothing else you can do. In the second run, I appeared together with the previous me. Like a ghost. Spooky. And with the board. It's going too fast, I can't read it. What, you got this time? A boxing glove! So I'll follow the first me, aim him, and then... I'll punch the previous me. Wow, that's punching yourself. Oh my goodness. It's going too fast, I can't read it. Oh. I think I know where this is going. Just like that. Looks like it hurts. As a fellow platformer, at least you have a creative and challenging gameplay. I can only walk, jump, and read text. Oh, shut up. At least you have a lot of characters and storyline in your game. I only have waiting, repeating, alone, and punching myself. I'm being punched by myself. Do you want to be in such a game? I'm starting to feel sorry for you. Oh, don't be so sorry. Either. Don't be sorry either. You're not so better than me. You're also just a slave restricted by the script, trapped in limited space, manipulated to do set things before getting them installed. I'm just going to pretend that's not real. Sitting next to me, we have Nick. From the game, Nick. Oh, unique. Dumb wordplay. Nick is a portfolio project that Sihua made for the USC application. He considered it his first solo work. Seems like our creator values you. Tell me about what makes you so special. Everyone is special. You too. That's not an answer to my question. And what's with all the pause? Where I'm from, we silent. Not used to talking. Alright then, let's take a look at a brief sequence of the game. Oh, it really is a silent game. Why are there so many of you? We are a species. Okay, everybody's lined up to move forward, and everyone gets aboard. Everyone gets a board. The horoscope board. And then you guys get something to put on your board. We are named Nick. So you all look the same and have the same name. It doesn't sound very unique to me. Then, then we race for ranks. You will, you will get you rank to board on your. You will get you rank to put on your board. The hobby stickers, so you can customize your board with some stickers. The path diversion, so you set off for different paths based on your board content, and then the death pile driver. Wait, does that kill you? And then the game just ends? That doesn't sound like a conventional game. More like a parable. The Nick parable. If you are all killed in the end, then what's the point of those things you put on the board? We may die. The board stays. But that kind of life sounds pathetic. Yes, but don't we all? I seem to understand this game a little bit now. Okay, that was all of us, but only his solo projects got introduced. That's good, because we only want to roast him. We don't involve other creators. It's not a roast here. I'm just curious what kind of games he's made. Turns out he's made a lot of average games. We are special, even with poor quality. No offense, but I wouldn't really describe you guys as special. Oh, poor guy. Set by a platformer game that is all about reading text. Fair enough. Why am I not cooler game like a hardcore platformer or a roguelike shooter? Paako, we are special because we express things. Oh, stop pulling your unique theory on me. He doesn't even want to show up here himself and talk about you guys. Yeah, face it, everyone. Yeah, face it, everyone. We're a bunch of failures whose creator is even ashamed of talking about. Aw. TD pair, can you two be quiet for a second? I think they are warning us of something. My time has come. Oh, my Guchin. Holy shit. The death pile driver. They got killed. Wait. Archived? When old projects get archived, they might be never shown again. Not sure why this happens, but this place is dangerous. We have to leave. Okay, you found my secret. There's an audience laughter button under the desk. Can we leave now? Sure. I don't trust this thing. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Okie dokie. Okay, now it's done. So you're making a resume when you said you needed to examine them? None of those projects worth a place in your resume? They are of no use. Come this way. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Ha. It's JOB hunting season now. What is JOB? JOB stands for Job Opportunity Ball. So it just means a job. Your wordplay is getting worse. This one is a game design job position. Well, send your resume. Resume sent. Waiting for response. That was it? Did you get the job? It doesn't work like that, Paako. First we send the resume, then we wait. Wait for how long? Nobody knows. Maybe a week, maybe forever. So we need to hunt for more JOBs out here. I'm curious. Nope, nothing? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness. Woohoo! Woohoo! This is a game design position in Shanghai, but I want to work in Shenzhen. Maybe still send a resume. Resume sent. Waiting for a response. Woo! This is a game producing job. This is a game producing job position, but I never work in such role. To be honest, I'm like bad at production. Send one anyway. Okay, resume sent. Boing, 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 boing. Okay. This is a level design position. Wait, it says the applications must have 2-year work experience. You don't? No. I went to this graduate project right after undergrad. I only have internship experience. That's probably won't do. Aw. Hey, this is a test from one of the jobs we've applied to. That sounds great. Good luck. Doing the test? Wait, I have to wait too? In case you don't know, doing tests takes time. If I were applying for art positions, I may spend several days for each of the company I apply for. To really emerge you in the situation, you should be spending this much time too, player. Doing the test. I get the point. Aw, job. Fine. This is a 3D art position. Send resume. I really know nothing about 3D art. Forget it. It was up here somewhere. There. Ooh. Wait, this one's different. If J stands for job, and T means test, then I means interview from a shooter game project studio. Get ready. Okay. An interview on Zoom appeared. Better not mess this up. Hello, can you introduce yourself? What will Shane do? Self-introduce, okay. Okay, what kind of game do you like to play? Okay, by the way, our project is an FPS game. Have you worked on any shooter game projects? Then what kind of projects have you participated in before? That sounds hardly relevant. Let's see your resume. Alright, next question. The interviewer is not interested in Paako at all. Ouch, that's not my fault. Alright, next question. What shooter games do you usually play? Overmatch, Borderfields, Apex Warriors, Autumn Punk 90s. That one sounds cool. Does that even count as a shooter? What do you think is the most important aspect of it? Guns, rules, maps, stories. So, you think that the most important aspect interesting? Then what kind of game designer do you want to work as? Have you worked as this role in any project before? Nope. What have you mostly learned in USC? No combat design or level design classes? Well, that is all the questions from us. One advice for you, young man. Honestly, you seem talented. Just your experience doesn't quite match our requirements. I'll advise you to make something to prove your skill for the job specifically. It may improve your chances among the sea of applicants. Good luck. The interview has ended. Si Huang gets 5 experience. And obviously, Si Huang fails the interview. In fact, other interviews ended in a similar way. So, why don't we just skip all the interviews and move? No! Fine. You are so lazy. Who are you? Womp womp. Hey, too bad that you didn't pass any interview. But I believe you'll pass one eventually. I guess they all assume me as some kind of narrative guy that knows nothing about action game or shooters. Your past experience does appear so. After all, they need to see some proof before offering you a job. But most of the class projects wasn't a good chance for making a shooter or action game, except thesis. Oh my god, then this is all wrong. What is? My thesis is supposed to be my best chance and final chance to prove my abilities. And now I've wasted it on this stuff. A text-adventure platformer with a weird topic. I don't like where this conversation is going. Maybe it's not too late. What's happening right now? Are you trying to archive me too? I need a new project. Maybe a shooter prototype or a level design sample. Anything but a text-based platformer. So you're setting me aside for a shooter demo? Why can't you do both, or turn me into a shooter game? I wish, but you don't know how long it takes to make you. How long it takes to make you. I need to change so many things back and forth. So, make a shooter demo. I need to learn stuff, then work on it, and submit before the job application deadline. But what about your graduation? Don't you need to finish me to graduate? No, in fact, my actual thesis is that paper, and my thesis defense. Finishing the game is not a requirement. So, you're saying you can already write an essay about me so far? Exactly. The materials are enough. Maybe the shooter demo turns out to be a better thesis. Who knows? Now, Paako, into the archive. Do you really want to go to the archive, Paako? Hiya! I won't ask again. Go into the archive. Your story ends here. This can't be the end. I know you have plans for Act 4. This must be some kind of test. Like a branch ending or something. Act 4 isn't going to happen anymore. This is now the true ending of the Paako story. Due to the pressure of job hunting, Paako's development has to be aborted, and our story ended. Oh, the realistic ending. It sounds cool, actually. But it can't be the true ending. Who are you to define what's true ending? Only the happy one can be the true ending. Even so, my happy ending would be getting a job. This job, that job. Just an excuse to give up. No wonder your previous games are trash. Because you never finished one. It's so easy for you to say, you fictional ass. You're not the one who lives in real world and need to pay for food and rent. My parents spent a lot of money for me to study here. I'm not risking turning jobless upon graduation. This isn't asking, Paako. It's over now. Can I move now? Can I click on you? Ooh. Wait. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care. Nope. Ooh, buddy. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Nope. Did it too much. Ooh, I actually... yeah. Gotta wait. Nope. Got him! Look at his butt. Just like I said, Paako, Paako is now over. What? Not so chatty now, are you? Let me help you. Paako says, what just happened? Why can't I speak? Help me, player. An obvious fact, Paako. All this time I wrote your dialogues, designed your emotes, and also coded your logic behind. You're just some part of me. Mostly the egotistic, idealistic, and hysterical parts, probably. And once I take those parts back, you're just nothing but a 2D platformer controller. Just a movable character for a simple platformer game, filled with a lot of text, telling the story of its own... Gosh, I can't even describe you in easy terms. When I tell people about you, I even doubt if they can understand. And I don't even bother mentioning you on my job interviews. And you know what I call you among my friends? A pile of shit. That's right, creating you is like shitting. It's slow and painful, generating nothing more than a pile of shit. That's how I feel sometimes. I have to prioritize finding jobs. So this means goodbye, Paako. Hey now. Oh, his face is gone. Oh, that's rude. No! Sad. I tried. I'm sorry, what? See Juan's original story. High school has ended. Choose a major for college. Engineering, design, music. You're kidding, right? You'll waste your talent in math. Sad. But music. Okay, I know this sounds less fun. It's not necessarily boring. Coding can be fun. I could be coding for video games. Sounds like fun. My sister has a friend who's a game artist. He invited me for a visit. We played some games, and I was almost a NDS player. So I don't know many games. NDS. That's cool looking. These are categorized as indie games, he said. Okay. Never heard of most of them, but some sound familiar. I stayed up and watched the documentary, and I was enlightened. Ha! Love these games. These games are great. Okay. There we go. I think I want to make an indie game for life. A lot of great games. After learning for a while, I wanted to design and innovate. Oh, this should probably be in his voice, huh? I went to my first game jam and made a game. But it wasn't fun to play. I attended another game jam alone, but what I made still feels weird. Gooses. Why are their games cool? Is it because they are indie? What is being indie? And also, what kind of games do I want to make? What games that simulate the real world? One more game jam. At least this time it feels like a game. But I still need to improve. Maybe I need to think about the meanings and thoughts behind the game. Games that have deep thoughts. Games about video games? Games about society? Games about finding your inner peace? Games that tell stories about life? Games that tell fictional stories? Games that tell stories in abstract ways? Well, being abstract is easier to start with. But I can't do abstract forever. Did I miss something back here? I gotta double check. Maybe not. I'm too naive to make such games about society. Huh. Nah, you keep going. You keep going, sir. But I can't do abstract forever. I need to learn techniques and theories to make inspiring and meaningful games. Ha. I was admitted? Still hard to believe. First semester, we were online, 4 a.m. But staying up is a game dev thing, right? I need to get used to it, because I need to fight my way out. What do you want to be, they asked. I want to be an enthusiastic full-stack indie developer. An EFSID? Wow, that takes a lot of different skills. So I usually work solo. And sometimes with a team. And I made a lot of short projects just for study. Learning was fun. And sometimes I even got to meet some of my game dev idols. Guest speaker, Mr. E. I asked him how to balance finance and originality when creating. I know it's a cliché question, but surprisingly, he said a lot. Always ask yourself why you're doing it. Only in this way can you tell if you're on the right path, he said. He said? But I can't imagine. If someone forgot their initial motive, wouldn't they be quitting already? At least I won't forget my motive. I will make a cool indie game for thesis. Maybe make a metagame? A game where you fight with the game? Or just something simpler? Aww. A mouthy character with a weird little name. I'll write some dialogues, make some absurd, hilarious jokes, telling the story through gameplay. That's it. I discovered a brand new idea that no one did before. A game called Paako. Funny as it is, I can even add myself to the game. Now, if I can secure a job offer in winter, I can fully concentrate on this project for a whole semester. Can I jump on this? Nope. So now I gotta figure out. Is Paako useful for finding a job? No. Fool of a took. Aww. You can't give up just yet, creator. Stay determined. I don't know what just brought you back to my thought, but this isn't changing anything. I still need a job in a big company, and I still have no progress on that. So, why do you want to get into a big company so bad? I have to work to a big project in a big company to get professional knowledge and experience, etc. It's been 6 years, and I still haven't achieved anything. Even those who started later than me are already computing to the big titles. What if I'm just another mediocre developer? What if I'm not the right person for this dream? I need to feel assured. Since when has your dream become entering a big company? As I remember, it was to make your own cool-ass indie games. That's the dream for the long term. It's going to take years before I can make the type of indie games that I want. Why does it have to take years to do that? Games with deep thoughts, games about games the real world, telling fictional stories and being abstract, conquering obstacles without while being hilarious. I'm all of those things combined. I'm the type of game you like and hence the product of your taste. And I'm the result of your 6 years of effort. If you can't even finish your debut game, that's what really proves you're mediocre. You're right. Finishing you would be my best shot to fight back to this situation. I must complete you. Can I, like, move you? Clickety clicky. Oh. Ah, I see. Oh my goodness. Alright, I want to read these. Stop making Paako. It won't get you anywhere. You'll get nothing out of it. This won't end well. Not too late to stop. Nobody cares about this game. Just be realistic. Wah! Hold the phone. Hold the phone. There we go. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy girl. Easy girl. There we go. You'll be ashamed to your family. You made the wrong choice. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah. Here we go. I've made up my mind. I will complete this game. Just keep going. Bedtime is over. Time for work. Oof, I'm mixing their voices down. Now, before we go on, shouldn't you give the player one of those check boxes? But technically, almost giving up and then deciding to go on isn't any progress in the game development. You deserve one. And also the player deserves some reward for putting up with your narcissistic origin story. Fine. Stay determined. Now, let's get back to work. Aw, that's cute. Where are we now? We're in the game engine you were being made in. But I don't see anything here. Of course you don't see the box you're inside of. Unfair. Oh, I forgot to turn on the background I drew. Oh my goodness. Background. Hey, the background picture just appeared. So, what are we here for? First, I'll prove that you can also be a hardcore platformer, not just a 2D walk-in sim. Oh, so you are going to add some abilities to me, like those Metroidvania game? What? No, I was going to add some harder levels to you. And the previous levels are designed based on your current movement. Amplifying your ability will just ruin them. So, you are not giving me new power and making even harder levels? What if the player can't get through? Maybe I can even teach them to play this game better by designing certain levels. Say, can you get into that JOB on the right? Boy, somebody just need to get over the job thing. Fine. sure, yeah. Whoa. Hey, the ground just disappeared. Ah! Ah! Player, please don't use the toggle. In fact, let me hide that one. For a moment, I thought I was gonna die. Oh wait, I can't die. Just want to see what happens here. Oh, come on. There we go. I guess it was quite easy for you. I guess it was quite easy for you. So let's increase the difficulty a little bit. This looks harder. If it feels too hard for you, feel free to turn on the hint I prepared. It's a camera. Ha, that's cool. Meh. You are quite good at this. Here's my hardcore level for you. Okay. Huh. Coming up from the left side wall. Wasn't that cheating? The player reached the portal in a level you designed. How's that cheating? If anything, you made a bad level, that's all. Alright. I guess that could count as an alternative way. Let's go tune another aspect of the game. Now, we need to figure out how to tell the story of creating this game. The first part of the story. How the idea of Paako was born. The first part should be about how I came up with the idea. Now, we need to break it down following some basic narrative structure. Looks like someone is learning from their narrative classes. Exposition. First, we have to set some background by introducing this context. So, what are you going to do? A straightforward self-instruction? So what are you going to do? A straightforward self-introduction? How about something more natural to introduce all the necessary information? Preliminary pitch. Introducing a thesis project named Paako. What if nobody cares your academic project pitching? What if nobody cares your academic project pitching, dork? They likely will, because at this stage, they still know nothing about this game. It's the first chance for them to make sense of it. But there are so many things you need to explain. What if some players don't want to hear them? You got it. Let's just let them ask the question. If they don't want to hear it, just don't ask. Okay. But now the game starts with a pitch level which is flat. So how can the player learn their controls, such as wall jump? So we need a tutorial level. Prototype. A talkative game designer invites you to play his game. Well, now, a simple prototype to demonstrate the control and set the meta tone of this game. But wait, so you are saying the demo was made after the pitch in the game, in the fact? I did make a demo before the pitch, only that it isn't the one you played. Narrative needs designing. Oh, okay. Well then. Develop, come up with meta ideas, but none were good enough. That sounds super generalized. Let me elaborate. Mind mapping. Trying to come up with some meta ideas for Paako. It was so easy to have ideas without having to build them. But you still have to build some, right? You can't just list them all as undone. Implementing these ideas takes time. I must pick carefully which ones to put in the game. Like what? I'll use a few ideas to make the player expect less in this game. Customize room. Some limited customizing options. Do not expect player agency in this game. Fishing room. A fake chance to escape main story. Do not expect anything else but the main storyline in this game. Shooting room. A fake murder of an NPC. Do not empathize with the character in this game. Even though I do, but whatever. Choice room. Real but meaningless choices. Do not expect much choices in this game. Sure. Result, just before giving up, he found a brand new idea. Then, should you elaborate how you found the idea? The mashup. A confusing mixture of previous ideas. This part will be easy, actually. I'll just make a game that isn't fun at all. Oh, I wouldn't doubt you are great at that. The graveyard. The player inspired you to gamify this process itself. This game actually has a premise. If the player doesn't find it fun to read the story, this game itself could mean nothing to them. So we need to make them feel like it's optional to read the tome. Then we can check whether the player is actually curious or not. And that concludes the story of your ideation. But what's the point to divide these into 2 acts? It's just too long as 1 act. Okay, time for Act 3. Well, I think we should first emphasize the concept of you again. Fine, just don't make it as boring as the first pitch. Recruitment pitch, thesis committee, and then I had to find my advisors. One of the feedback you got from the advisors was to involve more personal story, so I talked to your old projects. And later, it became my priority to look for a job, so we then stopped finding JOBs. Wait, hold up. Are we just listing whatever comes next? There's no structuring at all? I admit, I really don't know how to proceed the story. We could just write whatever happens, but that's not how we write a story. Question mark? By the way, I bet the player's been really bored by this text reading level now. Can we play some games? You think this is boring? This is making video games. But that said, we can surely play some games. What's on your mind? Glad you asked. Next station. Are we now in his mind? I'll play some games now. What I meant is to let me and the player play some mini-games, not to let you play some games. What game should I play? Looks like he can't hear you. I think maybe the me here is just a piece of remaining thought of Paako. Remaining thought of Paako? Okay. Play Overmatch. Hey, isn't that the logo of Overmatch Lunch? I guess that's his favorite shooter game. What? This roulette is so unfair. If we don't do something, he's going to spend all that time on it. He's going to spend all the time on this game. What's overtime? Time of playing Overmatch? Overtime? Oh, I see. Now what? Oof. Maybe I should close the game and do some work on Paako now. Just one last game won't hurt. The last one for real. Work on Paako after this match. Shit. That doesn't sound like the last one. Ah. Another round. Now what? Seriously. Another round. Seriously? You should have been mingler. It's rough. Rough all over. There we go. Why am I still playing this game? I should work on Paako now. We did it. We stopped playing the game. None of my friends is playing the game anymore. I've analyzed this game so many times for job tests and interviews, and none of them passed. I even suck at understanding the game I spent most of my time on. Are you alright? Stop blaming yourself. I have to uninstall this game. It's already April. I have to keep working on Paako. What? It's already April? I knew it. Time flows differently here. A minute here could be a week out there. Why is that? Because his brain isn't running me as a persona all the time now. We're out of time. Ah, there you are. And where are we exactly? We don't really have time right now. Go stand on that thing. Are you making a build? And that one too. Whew, we made it just before the deadline. You were submitting me for awards, but I'm still far from being finished yet. At least Act 1 and 2 is mostly done. It's worth a try. Now, can we go and keep on developing the gameplay? Or write more story? Sorry, I think we'll have to delay that further. I'm graduating. This fast? Does that mean I'm going to the end? Well, not necessarily. Many alumni finishes their thesis after graduation. I can do the same if I want to. If you want to, then it doesn't sound very likely. And the day has finally come. Another pitch level. Everyone, welcome to my thesis defense. I'll introduce my thesis, Paako, a game about its creation. Oh, please. We don't need to go through my concept again. The player already knows. Yes. Oh, sure. Let's do it a different way this time. Something brand new. What's this? I wrote pages of paper to analyze making this game. What a waste to not talk about it. We're going to read your paper? This is even worse than letting you go do the defense. In this case, the player is tired of me babbling. This time, I'll only elaborate upon player's request. Really? Okie dokie. Ah, I see. So I'm guessing if he elaborates. The point of this game is a challenge to make a game about its real creation process, which presumably hasn't been done before. So it has to originate from facts, or else it will fail the challenge. Of course, necessarily artistic processing must be allowed. Hence, the facts are not only guiding this game, but also restricting what can happen, like some invisible obstacle. Many things happen during the process, but only those related to the main conflict of a chapter will be put into the game. Hence, every scene is interconnected, with no superfluous parts. The bad endings are the chance that I stop making. This game, and the game remains unfinished. Hence, the bad ending justifying themselves. I see. In order to allow more people to play, the game's difficulty grows very slowly. Chapter 1 only requires walking, then more jumping in Act 2, more wall jumping and sliding in Act 3, special move in Act 4. What's gonna happen next? We'll see about that. Plus, almost every minigame or game item serves a metaphoric background, such as the idea platform, the pressure force area. What you are playing right now in this level are also metaphoric. The difficulty curve. Oh, I see. It's trying to tell us how to... where the... Oh, come on. Gotcha. Conclusion, fact, narrative, gameplay. In conclusion, the design of Paako is to integrate these three elements. If handled well, any blockage of design will be benched. Aha. Interesting eyeball there. Finally, I want to say a huge thank you to my professors and cohorts. This is a game called Paako Thesis Defense. Thank you for listening. So, you are still doing your defense? Awesome. Anything up here? Nope. Lots of visitors, friends and families will come to this game show and play our games, including you. You mean the version of me that only has 2.5 acts? I bet it's not that interesting to them. I enjoyed it very much. Oh, that was so cool. Very impressive. Wow. Thank you for playing. I appreciate it. The control feels great. Thank you for playing. I appreciate it. And yes. Facial expressions. Hilarious. When can I play this? Let me know when it's out. Is there a Steam page? Very impressive. That was so cool. I enjoyed it very much. Do I keep making Paako after graduation? Ah, yeah. Oh. I won't give up this time. After receiving so much positive feedback, there's no way I fail this project. Looks like we don't have a bad ending here. This time. Oh, I graduated. That's cute. You dyed your hair? Just bleached it. Moving to the next stage requires a new look. Great. Bleach my hair too. You don't have any. Coolio. Whoa. Who was that well-animated character with the classic dashing ability? Oh, I forgot to say, I recently did find a programmer job, and that's the character from the studio. Congratulations. What's in it for me? More time to work and less time to developing you. Shit. You know what it is, and know why it is. Is that it? Yo, what? Enhanced experience update coming in March 30th. That's two days? 2 days now. Continue. Was that it? Was that the end? Was that the end? I think that was the end. That was the end. Welcome back. Just so you know, a developing game has a lot of repetition. Back to business. Okay. With the techniques I've learned from my work, I have refactored the code. Go faster. Ah, okay. So, what I'm gonna do? Hold the phone. So, because it's kind of past my time here. It's been 2 hours recording. Yeah, this is great. Since there is this experience update coming in 2 days, because I am playing this March 28th, not the 22nd when it came out, but on March 28th, I'll just continue this in the next installment. In 2 days, play it again, see what's been added, and yeah, we'll just continue it. I'm thoroughly enjoying this game. Yeah, this is the full thing. I did have the DLC. I don't know if I've gotten to that yet, but yes, hi Peach, how are you doing? I know you are hungry and you need to chill. Sorry about that. But yeah, this game, I'm loving it. Love the story, love the aspect of it. This is it's very neat. Very neat. I'm having fun. Yeah, try this. Try it. It's free. It is free to play. I did the $5 because you know what? I like their idea, like what they got going on. Figured it was worth the $5. So but yeah, this is great. I think you guys should try it. It is free to play. This is the actual game versus the demo. Yeah, in 2 days I'll try what the update is and see what that's like, and I'll get that posted to everyone so you guys can see it. So that's a game called Paako so far. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy, and as always, don't forget to love yourself and each other, and I will see you guys next time.